Hi, folks. This is Red We Met coming to you with another Red's Bedtime story. And this one is, I forgot about it for a long time. And somebody that bought a book for me, Trent, mentioned Cobbler Square. And Cobbler Square was right across the street from me on Wells Street. I had a building, several buildings at 1345, 1343 Wells Street in Chicago. And when I first moved in, it was the Dr. Scholl's plant. That was back in the 70s, early 70s. And later on, they sold. The neighborhood was changing and they got tired of it and they sold. And they went to Nashville, Tennessee. And then the building was empty for a long time. And then they started building Cobbler Square right across the street from me. So all the construction workers used to come over to Chicago's Old Town Italian Beef. And we were packed with people buying sandwiches and all different kinds of things during the building of Cobbler Square. After Cobbler Square was built and they had their loft apartments and they had their stores in the front like Crate and Barrel and some of the other anchors that were there, there was a lady that was throwing a party. And she was like the manager of Cobbler Square. So what she did was she came over and she ordered a lot of sandwiches. I catered the whole party and it was really good. And I got to know her. So after a period of time, during this period of time, I was recording Frank Schweihs in my living room across the street from Cobbler Square. And during this period of time, a very sad thing happened. As happened occasionally, we lost somebody in the neighborhood. It was on the news. And it was a father that came to move his daughter from her apartment. And there was somebody down the hallway that was a psychiatric patient of some kind. And he wound up stabbing and killing the daughter, the father first, and then the daughter. And it was all over the papers. And naturally in the neighborhood, we knew it. I saw the ambulance come and everything else. We were all looking, gawking to see what it was. And it was a terrible thing. It really was. And what the guy had done was he said something to this individual and the individual was a problem. You know, he just had psychiatric problems. So he got killed. And on top of it, another innocent person got killed. And it was a sad thing, very sad thing. He was arrested right there. I mean, the police came and he walked out with the police. He didn't have any problems. He didn't resist or anything else. There was something wrong with him. So anyway, after the trauma of this, Frank Schweihs comes to see me and he said, I heard you had a little action in the neighborhood. And I said, oh yeah. I said, across the street. And he said, you know what happened? I said, yeah, I read the paper and I talked to the cops that were over there. And he said, you know what the moral of the story is, Red? He said, you know what the moral of the story is? Mind your own fucking business. And he said, don't stick your nose where it doesn't belong. He said, that way that guy'd still be alive today. And I looked at it and said, okay, Frank, you know, I just kind of let go. He was chuckling at the time. He thought it was very humorous. I didn't. But I want to thank you for watching this. And if you're interested in purchasing my book, you can get it at redwemet.com, autographed, or you can buy it at Amazon, non-autographed. Same price. It doesn't make any difference. It's the same price, folks. But nobody cares what I did about it. It seems to be selling pretty good. Thank you. God bless you and have a great evening